Hello everyone, hope you're doing and welcome back to my channel. Today we're at day 9 of the December daily LeetCode challenge. And before I go to this question, just want to congratulate everyone who have done good in this particular first week of the December daily LeetCode challenge. We are about to complete 10 days. That is the first, that is one third of the whole challenge. So really congratulations to all of you. These are some of the last days we have in 2024, and our aim should be to get the best out of the 2024 by the time it ends. And if you see, like, just to discuss what we have seen till now in the December daily LeetCode challenge, initially we faced some of the easier questions from the last 1 and 2 days. We are having some good level questions. They were really good. They are marked as medium, but they were slightly on the harder side. They were tilted towards the harder side. And today again we are having a medium question. Again, this I will say it's much on the easier side because things are very simple here. But since it's a medium, the constraints are of a medium level. That is true. But yeah, the approach is going to be very simple. So let's quickly begin this question. So if you see, basically the question is 3152 special area 2. Okay, so this is the second part of the special area questions, and in this, if you see, they are basically given nums array, and then you are given a queries array. Okay, queries are having basically ranges for which you have written each of the answers. Okay, so for each element of the query you have written an answer which is going to be a boolean. So what is the question is about the parity. Okay, so array is considered special if every pair of its adjacent elements contain two numbers of different parity. That is, see, I'll explain it in simple terms. What is parity basically means? For example, let us say this is my subarray. Okay, so what is parity means? What the parity means here is that if one number is odd, the next adjacent number should be even. Okay, that is the basic idea. Similarly, if you start with a number which is even, the next adjacent number should be odd. Okay, that is going to be the basic idea here. If you're starting with even number, the next number has to be odd. If you're starting with odd number, the next number has to be even. Or you can generalize it. If you want to generalize, you can take that. If you take any number and add it to the next number, their sum, that is the sum, should be odd number. Okay, because if you see, even plus odd should be always odd, as simple as that. But if you add two odd numbers, you are going to get even. If you add two even numbers, you are going to get again even. You will get odd them only when each number, that is even plus odd, is going to give you odd. Okay, as simple as that. So what you have to do is take sum of any two. That is, if you want to know a particular pair is following this parity rule, what you have to do, take the two numbers which are adjacent to each other. Take their sum. The sum should be odd, as simple as that. If the sum is odd, you can say that these two are forming a pair which is satisfying the parity rule. Okay, that is the basic idea here. So that is what they're trying to say about the special. Okay, they are saying a particular array is special if every pair of additional elements contains two numbers which have different parity. Okay, parity is basically referred to odd and even. Okay, different parity means every additional number should have a different parity compared to its other additional number. Okay, simple as that. You are given an array of integer nums and two integer arrays queries, where for each query you are basically given the range. Okay, for each query you are given a from range and a to range. Okay, your task is to check this sub array, that is from the index to the truth index, is special or not. What you have to check is for each sub array whose range is from this particular thing. Okay, from to for this subarray, you have to basically check if every adjacent pair has a different parity or not. If they have a different parity, the answer is going to be true. Otherwise, you have written false. Return an array of booleans, that is answer. You have to return answer in booleans, that is true or false. That answer of I is true if that particular range, that is the subarray, is having special. It is following all the elements in this are following the property of the special subarray. Okay, as simple as that. Special array. That's all the number adjacent pairs in that have a different parity. As simple as that. Okay. So let's see quickly the first question. The first question is having the full range. Okay, so in this case the whole thing is full. So let's quickly see what is happening. See, 3 is odd. Okay, 4 is even. So till now these two pairs have satisfied the property. Now take these two pairs. Okay, now again 4 is even, 1 is odd, so again they are satisfying the property. Take the other two pairs. 1 is odd, 2 is even, again that is fine. But here, okay, 2 is even, 6 is also even. So from this pair, that is this particular pair doesn't satisfy this property. Okay, but see the range, they are given 0, 4, and in this case all the elements are in 0, 4, but all the elements are not, that is all the adjacent pairs are not satisfying this property. So we'll have to return the answer as false. Okay, let's see some other questions. And here, yes, 0, 2. Okay, so what is 0, 2? 0, 1 and 2. Okay, this is the one. So in this, if you see, okay, these two are having, sorry, just a second. Yeah, 0 to 2 is like this. Okay, in this, if you see, 3 and 1, basically they're adjacent to each other, but they're not having the different parities. Okay, they're having the same parity, 3 and 1. So again, for this, the first query, the answer is false. Let us see how the second query, 2 and 3. Okay, 2 and 3 is basically this part. So yeah, one of them is odd, the other one is even. So again, they are satisfying it. So answer is going to be true. So it's the first time we're seeing it true. Okay? And yeah, these are the only two examples here. And you can go through the things in details. I can give this question link in the description. But the idea is very simple. See, they are going to give you a range. Okay, what you have to do, you have to ensure that every element in this range, that is, for every element in this range, the adjacent element has to be of a different parity. You have to just ensure this part. If this can be ensured, you have written true as the answer. If this cannot be ensured, you have written false as the answer. I hope this question makes sense to you. What we have to do, for each range they have given in the query, we have to ensure that each element in that particular range has satisfies the property that the next adjacent element has having a different parity. Okay, as simple as that. So idea here is, if one particular element has a single parity, the adjacent element should have a different parity in this whole range. Okay, that is the basic idea of this question. If that can be ensured, you have written true is the answer, otherwise you have written false. If you see the constraints, they are not making much sense to me, because they are like, it's a medium level question. Obviously this is going to be the length, and other than that, nothing much makes sense to me. Only thing here is, as you can see, they are saying this can be greater than equal to. That is both in the queries, both the values can be same as well. Okay, that is the zero, that's from and to, both can be same as well. Okay, that is also a possibility that you have to ensure. Okay, now how to deal with this question? First I will show you the dry run. So let me zoom in and let us begin. I am going to do the dry run for the example one itself, so that you can get some clarity here. So yeah, I think, yeah, this is the example one, and this is the nums array. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a DP array. Okay, so what is this DP array going to store? Initially all the elements are going to be one. Okay, its length is the same as that of the nums array, and all the elements are one initially. Okay, what I'm going to do next, see, I will do a start, that is, see, in this I'm going to do a prefix kind of approach. Okay, prefix some kind of approach. So what I will do is, see, what I will do, first element. Okay, first element you can leave, you can start from the second element onwards. Okay, what you have to do, from this element, try to see what is its the previous element. Okay, is previous element. The idea is, you have to start from the 1th index. Okay, that is, you have to leave the first 0th index and you have to start for the 1st index. That's the first thing. Second part is, for each element, try to compare it with its previous element. Okay, for example, for 4 I will compare it with 3. Okay, that is going to be forming my pair. If this forms, if this pair basically satisfies the parity property, that is, each of them are having a different parity, what you have to do, take the DP value of the previous element and add it to here. Okay, so the previous value is 1. I will just add 1 to it and I will show it here, as simple as that. Okay, now I'm at 1. At 1, what I have to do, just compare it with the previous value. Okay, here again, both of them are having different parity, that means this also satisfies the property. So what I have to do, take the parity value here, add 1 and store it here, as simple as that. Okay, now coming to 2. So what is the previous element of 2? 2 is 1. Okay, this is actually the pair that we are trying to do now. Okay, again they are satisfying the property, both are having different parities. So what I have to do it, take the 3, that is the previous element, add 1 to it and store it here. Okay, now it is 4. Now come to 6. Okay, what is the previous element of 2? The 6, that is 2. Okay, this is the pair. Again, this part is not satisfying the parity property. This both are having the same parity. So what you have to do, you cannot take the previous value and add 1 to it this time, because they are not satisfying the parity property. Okay, so here you have to let the value remain as it is only, as simple as that. Okay, so this is going to be the thing. But now how I am going to solve the queries with that? See, if I'm at a particular index, this will tell me, starting from this index to how much time before the parity property started behaving properly. Okay, that is the basic idea. For example, suppose this is the one. Okay, I'm talking about this index. Okay, 0 1 2 3, this is the third index, index number 3. Here the value is 4. What it tells me is that, starting from this element, if you go in the backside, that is 4 elements from this element is starting the property. That is, starting from 2, that is the elements, the previous 4 elements, that is starting from 2. If you go backwards, there are 4 elements which are satisfying this property. Okay, that is the idea that is trying to convey it through this. Okay, so we can take this range. Okay, for example, if we are given a range which is ending at 2, that means I know the jth part, I just need to know the from part, right? From and to, right? This 2 is going to be the jth part. Okay, so the index in this particular 2 is going to be the tooth part. I just need the from part. Okay, so what I have to do, I will have to just see that, see, the value of this is 4 in the DP, right? So this means 4 index, that is, I will do the index of this and I will subtract 4 from it. I will get the index from where it started behaving correctly. That is, see, ideally you have to subtract 3 from it, because this element also is behaving, right? So you have, from this particular index, you have to subtract 3, so you will get this index. Okay, so the idea is, if the query, that is the from the query, that is the from value of this particular query is after the this particular value, then that means it is having the property. Okay, let me quickly do this calculation for you. So let us say the query, so yeah, let us say this is the query. Okay, I will just take one query. What I will do is, I will take the, okay, I will take this part. Okay, I will target this part. Okay, so what is the first index? N is going to be 1 and the other one is going to be 3. Okay, fine. One, so this is the subwhere I'm targeting. Okay, so what I will do first, I will take this particular element. Okay, 3, this particular element, I will go to that index in the DP array. Okay, so what is the DP value here? It is going to be 4. So what is the DP value of 3? Okay, it is going to be 4 here. Okay, in this case, now what I have to do, see, DP value of 4 basically means that if we ignore the current element, after that there are 3 elements which are having this property in the backward direction. Okay, that is, if I do a what I will do, I will do a 4 minus 1, because see, current element is anyway behaving, but after, apart from that, there are 3 more elements which are behaving this property. Okay, so this 3 I'm going to get. Okay, so what I have to do with this 3, what I will do is, you have to, this is the index, right? I will subtract this from this. Okay, so that is 3 which is coming from this particular index. Okay, from there I'm going to subtract this 3. Okay, which will tell me how many previous, that is from which index onwards the property is being followed. So I will do again a 3, which is going to give me 0. So what is this 0? It's 0 tells me that from 0th element down, that is from this element onwards, this property is being followed till the this particular index. Okay, so starting from 0th index, this property is being followed. So what I have to check next, I have to just check that whether okay, whether this particular index, okay, this particular index is basically lying in this range, okay, which range it is, it has to be 0 comma 3, okay. If the I, that is the from value, if the from value is lying in this range, okay, if the from value, okay, lying is from this range, okay, that is the one. If the one value is lying in this range, which is true, right, the from value is lying in this range, then we have to return true as the answer, okay. So in this range the one value should lie, okay. I hope you are getting the approach what we are doing. Okay. So what we are doing, see, I'm going to get the DP value. DP value will tell me from how long onwards this property is being followed till the current index. Okay. Till the current index. As simple as that. So what I have to do next, I have to ensure that this particular index lies within this range. Okay. So if it lies within this range, then I can say clearly that yeah, this satisfies the property. That is the current survey also, which is something like this. Okay. This will also, just a second, yeah. This particular survey 412 will also satisfy the property. Yeah, 4, 1, and 2. Okay, basically that's the one. Okay, 4, 1, and 2. This will also satisfy the property. Okay, fine. So let me quickly show you the approach now. And yeah, let us begin with the question. So here I'm starting a DP array. First of all, I'm taking the length of the nums, okay, is n. Then I'm start creating DP array. It is also going to be of the length n, and all the values are going to be 1. Okay. Then I'm starting from, okay, let me zoom in. Then I'm starting from the range 1 that I explained in the diagram. Okay. I'm going till the last index. For each index I basically I will be taking the sum of the current index nums and the previous index nums, okay. This is the one, okay. Current index nums and the previous index nums, take the sum, then do a, just see whether this sum is is odd number or not. Why odd number? Remember, if two numbers having different parity, their sum is going to be odd. Remember that. If you add two even numbers, you are going to get even number. If you add two odd numbers, you are going to get a even number again. But if you add a odd number and even number, you are going to get a odd number. So that is the logic I'm trying to follow. The sum should be even. That's sorry, the sum should be odd basically, okay. That is the percentage 2. If you do, the remainder should be 1. Okay, it should be odd. The sum should be odd. Okay, let me write this here. So this is how I'm basically checking whether a pair is having, satisfying the parity property or not. Okay, that is the adjacent elements are having different parity or not. Okay, should be odd. Okay, simple as that. So now in this case, if it is odd one, what I have to do? See, it odd basically means that yeah, it is following the parity property. Okay, in that case, what I have to do? Take the value for the previous, that is DP value of the previous index, that is I minus one index, add one to it, and then store it in the current value. Okay, this is what we are doing. Then this will keep continuing till the last element come out of it. Fine. Now for each query, basically I am doing this. Okay, what I have to do, see, I and j are going to be the range, okay, from range and to range, okay. J is going to be the to range, okay. So j is our current element also. So what I have to do, first of all, take the DP of j, subtract 100. Why I'm subtracting 1? See, here I have explained you clearly why I'm subtracting 1, because see, apart from the current element, there are minus 1. That is, if in this case it's DP value is 4, so 4 minus 1 is going to tell me the how many elements apart from the current element are satisfying this property in the backward direction, right? That's why I'm doing a minus 1, okay. After doing a minus 1, what I have to do, we have to subtract it from the j. What is j? J is going to be the 2 index, right? In this case, what if you see, we are doing the same, okay. We are subtracting 3 minus 3 because 3 is given here. In this, we are subtracting the minus 1 value, okay. That is 3. That will tell you from which index onwards the property is being followed, okay. If the I value, that is, if the I value is going to be the from value, okay. If this I value is greater than equal to this particular number, that means the subarray that we're having is already going to follow this property. Even before the subarray, there are elements which are following this property. That is the basic idea. In that case, we have to append true to the answer. In every other case, you have to append false to the answer. Okay. Let me quickly run this and show it to you. As you can see, this clearing all the test cases, I've already submitted this solution. If we talk about the space and time complex properties, as you know, it's very, very simple basically. So see here, let us say m is going to be the size of the nums and n is going to be the size of the queries. Okay. In this case, what we have to do, the time complex is going to be m plus n. Why? See, there are two follow-ups basically. The first follow-up is for the nums array, the second follow-up is for the queries array. So that is the reason why. Now coming to space complexity, remember space complexity, you should not consider this part. Okay. This is the requirement of the question. That's why we are taking it. This should not be included in the space complexity. Okay. That is the basic thing that I want to tell you. Other than that, we are maintaining a DP array. Okay. DP array length is going to be the length of the nums. Okay. So if you see, m is going to be the length of the number. So in that case, space complexity is going to be O of m. Okay. Remember that. So I hope, yeah, that was all, friends. Like, I hope you find this question easy. I felt this was on the easier side. So if you want to try something really good, you can try yesterday's question or day before yesterday's question. They were really nice, right? And yeah, friend, that was all for today. And once again, congratulations everyone who have maintained their pace till now. We are going to complete around one third of the December daily code challenge. By tomorrow we will complete 10 questions, and obviously I already completed 1 week. So if you have been maintaining this pace, please do the same, because there are only around 21 to 22 days left for this particular month, and after that you will get the badge, and this will be your last batch for the sorry, if your last batch for the 2024. So if you have been maintaining this pace till now, really congratulations to all of you who have done it. And even if you're not able to solve all the questions, still if you're able to upsolve, that is again something really great. So often, that was all for today. See you tomorrow. And if you like my content, please do subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow.